Oh boy, guys, I just had a bunch of Baja Blast, and my wife's not home, which means I can say swear words potentially today. Hello, beautiful people. Captain Zach Sparrow here. I hope you're having a great day, guys. I know, I had to break out the MetaZoo merch for you guys. Go ahead and give the thumbs down now. But have you seen these MetaZoo prices? Now, I am recording on Saturday. I'm going to upload this for my MetaZoo Monday. I'm going to upload this on Monday. So I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of days. Right now, when I looked yesterday, so Friday for me, when I looked on Friday, I saw prices creeping into the 600s, and I was like, that's peculiar, okay. And today, they're selling for, I don't know, I'll have to put up a screenshot. They're selling in the 700s now. I'm seeing boxes go for $800 now. Have you seen these prices? That's insane. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not saying MetaZoo's going to the moon, you need to invest now. It's nothing like that. I wanted to not really hyper analyze the market, but I wanted to take a look at the market with you guys and try to pick apart what exactly is going on right now. Now, there are a couple of interesting things that I wanted to point out. For those of you, I'm sure some people who watch this channel, you're all about Pokemon. You have nothing to do with like sports cards or any other markets, and that's fine. Enjoy what you want to enjoy. However, a pretty big channel, Sports Card Investor is the channel's name. He's got over 100,000 subscribers, fairly influential dude. He invests in tech companies during the day is like his beginning intro and everything. So he's some sort of an investor. And he also does that on the sports card side. And he just made a video with Steve Aoki and Mike Waddell was in the video talking about MetaZoo. I saw a ton of comments of people saying, where can I get this product at? And they're all a bunch of sports card enthusiasts who are used to scouring eBay. I think that has a large part to do in what's happening, as well as we're right on the cusp of seeing pre-orders come out from other LGSs and stores for Nightfall, the second, not edition, second, iteration, like the next set 2. That is what we're right on the cusp of. I can't think of another way to say that. I'm sorry. I'm literally hyped up from that drink, guys. I do not drink caffeine very often, in case you can't tell. That being put to bed now, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, we're talking about these MetaZoo prices. So I think Sports Card Investor, that had a good bit to do with it, as well as the pre-orders were in that pre-mode for Nightfall. People are getting hyped about that. They're getting excited, FOMO, all of those wonderful things. I think it's just kind of working together as this perfect storm, so people are just throwing a bunch of money at it. When you start to see prices move, because the boxes were sitting in that $400 range for a good while, weeks, literal weeks, the product was just sitting around that spot. And from there, I mean, there's really only a few things that can happen. It can either stay at that price, go down, or go up. Well, in this case, it started going up. And as soon as it started ticking up, it started shooting up at that point. Now, another interesting thing is, for those of you who might be aware of the sports card market, and especially for those of you who don't, it's just good to just hear it again for those of you who have heard it, would be usually a great time to sell, not always the best time, of course, things can vary. Well, a good time to sell during sports card, when we're talking about football specifically, let's use that since we're in season right now. One of the best times to sell historically would be preseason, literally during preseason. So around that August month, plus or minus a couple of weeks, is a hot time to be selling cards because everyone is getting back into it. You just had that summer break off from football. Oh my goodness, NFL starting up again. Wow, is Patrick Mahomes going to win another Super Bowl? Or is Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, are they going undefeated again? Like, are they going undefeated this year? Or whatever the case, everyone is speculating at that time. And then you have a bunch of new blood who haven't entered the hobby before. Now it's their first football season. And they're like, oh my goodness, this Russell Wilson card looks really cool. Whatever the case. So you kind of have that right now, which means the best, and let's use that example. So the best time one of the best times, a great time to sell would be preseason, because people are speculating on what will happen. Nothing is guaranteed, right? So we are speculating pre-Nightfall. Man, I'm probably going to want a bunch of these Cryptid Nation, the first sets, boxes, because there are going to be more people introduced during Nightfall. I think we're entering that phase right now. It was just that perfect timing from the video that Sports Card Investor put out. And then I'm going to talk about this on another video too. Guys, Joe Rogan is being introduced to sports cards and trading card games like Pokemon, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. It was on one of his latest podcasts. That's like what it is the most listened to podcast in the States, or one of. It's huge, it's humongous. I'm not saying that he will get into it. Him simply talking about it, and there are a bunch of other influencers influencing the market currently as well. A lot of things to keep in mind here. A lot of reasons why these prices could be going up or down. It'll be really interesting to see what these prices do in the next couple of months. I'd be interested to see if we see a dip or a straight up crash on these prices pre-nightfall. I don't anticipate anything crazy happening in between now and then. We'll see some fluctuation in between now and then. I do see a fairly steady rise, and then I anticipate a dip at some point on or around the actual release. It'll be interesting to see what the boxes do from there. One thing I do want to point out would be from Flesh and Blood. Anyone who's into that knows what those first edition booster boxes have done and are currently doing. If you get a Welcome to the Wraith Alpha booster box, first edition, right now, those box prices, I believe, last I looked earlier this week, somewhere in the, I want to say like $4,000 range right now. Some of them are selling around the 5 range, so that's really, really interesting because those boxes were selling, if I remember, 8, 10, even up to 12,000 on some of those boxes at one point or another. The game is not old, a couple of years old at this point. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not saying MetaZoo will follow the same trajectory. I'm saying, yes, these MetaZoo prices are insane. I'm telling you, everything's insane right now. Everything is. It's crazy. So it's going to be a wild roller coaster of a ride. I am looking forward to it. What do you guys think is going to happen to MetaZoo here in the future? Can't wait to hear your thoughts. So that's the information I have for you today. I think it's really interesting. But yeah, that's all I've got. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Watch another one of my videos. That's all well, that's a couple of things that I asked there. Thanks for watching. And until next time. You know, I've got some Cryptid Nation individual packs. First edition, of course, is the only thing that's out right now. Maybe we'll open those on the channel. Let me know if you'd like that.